And I'm Tim Cocker, and on this evening show I like to make sure you get your fill of tunes you haven't heard in ages that you love, brand new tunes that you're going to love, and every now and again someone bobbing by to play live. And this evening, delighted to welcome Tom Smith of Editors. Hello.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Pleasure. Now, you know, I'm completely biased when I say that I think Virgin Radio's filled a great gap in the market, but how about a really impartial opinion? What do you make of the station?
I don't think my opinion is impartial, is it?
I've no idea what you're talking about. Let's just take The Breakfast Show, for example. I mean, personally, I think it's absolutely fantastic, but an impartial opinion, what do you think, Tom?
It's a bit early for me.
How are you?
I'm good, yeah. I'm very good, thank you. Yeah.
You've been playing with Manic Street Preachers you've had a little break with the boys, but you're back, and how's that been?
Yeah, so we haven't done any shows since December last year, and it's been nice to get back on stage. We've got a very busy summer lined up with loads of those festivals, which is cool. But in terms of these Manic Street Preachers shows, it's been nice to play to their audience in front of a new audience, maybe some people that might have forgotten we exist, perhaps, you know. And we're an established band, but they've been going for nearly 30 years, so it's an honour to share this stage with them, and it's been going down very well.
You were quite self-deprecating in what you said there, but I think that demonstrates you're quite at ease. And as a man, you're a dad. You're still young, but middle age isn't far away. It's on the horizon.
I was 35 very recently.
Yeah.
What's middle age? Is that 40?
I'd say 40s probably, but even that feels young these days. But in terms of as a band, if you were describing Editors in those sort of terms, like in a life cycle, are you still a rebellious youth as a band, Editors, or are you middle-aged band? How would you describe Editors right now? 5 albums deep.
5 albums deep, yeah. I don't think rebellious. I don't think we've ever been rebellious, but there's a greater comfort in who you are, and I guess slightly more of an understanding of who you are and where you fit, and I guess why people like you, maybe why people don't like you. When we were making the last record, when some fans first heard it, lots of people saying, "Oh, it's quite slow." And for me, I thought it could have been slower. I'm more kind of interested in exploring kind of like things that take their time, and whereas to start with, it was about being fast and tight and in your face in that way. And I think that's changed with age. Probably like myself more as I get older. I think we all do. You're just less worried about the stuff that gives you concerns. Oh well, there's a big chip on my shoulder and lots of insecurities, and to start with, and in terms of the band, those things have gone.
Well, let's take it back to those early days that you were just talking about back in the day. Your first album, The Back Room, you're going to perform Blood in the Virgin Red Room. This is Tom Smith of Editors.
This wicked city has dragged you down, and you're with the red lights, your side of town. Don't say it's easy to follow a process. There's nothing harder than keeping a promise. Blood runs through your veins. That's where the similarity ends. Blood runs through our veins. If there's hope in your heart, it would flow to every part. If there's hope in your heart, there's nothing believable in being honest. So cover your lies up with another promise. Blood runs through your veins. That's where the similarity ends. Blood runs through our veins. If there's hope in your heart, it would flow to every part. If there's hope in your heart, blood runs through your veins. That's where the similarity ends. Blood runs through our veins. If there's hope in your heart, it would flow to every part. If there's hope in your heart.
I'm Tim Cocker, you're listening to Virgin Radio, and you just heard Tom Smith of Editors performing in the Virgin Red Room, doing a version of Editors' Blood from their debut album. We're going to get on to another live song in a minute from the latest album, but first, Tom, I'm going to take the tangent of all tangents.
Let's do it.
Beard. Right? Over the last few years, I've watched you from afar, growing, cultivating, and from what I could tell, committing to growing a beard, which is something I find very difficult, patchy at best.
Yeah, mine has space. like with music, you know, great music sometimes you can hear the space in it, and beards are no different. I don't really care, you know. Once I started, you know, cultivating, as you put it, once I went back to having no beard, I generally hated my clean face. So yeah. I felt like I looked like a different person. So beards are everywhere now. Beards and tattoos. I think we're probably the only band. There's 5 of us in the band. It may be the only band in our kind of, you know, late 20s, mid 30s that none of us have a tattoo. These days, everyone's got a tattoo, haven't they? But yeah, beards. But there are beards everywhere. Maybe it is time to rebel and go short again.
Maybe it starts to lose meaning when they're everywhere. Well, tattoos, I would say that's the case.
Tattoos, yeah. Well, you know, were seen as some kind of alternative, you know, expression of something, and now they're really not, are they?
The thoughts of Tom Smith on Virgin Radio. Tom from Editors is about to perform another song, this time from their latest album, In Dream, and it's the song you've been hearing a lot on Virgin Radio recently. This is Forgiveness, live on Virgin Radio.
Forgiveness makes fools of us, alone to face a hostile place, a moment's peace ain't coming. The constant cold cracking your bones, the stench of a life worth living. The line in the sand ain't drawn for everyone. The flag in your hand don't make you America. And stripping your soul back, be forever young, forever young, forever young. Forgiveness makes fools of us. Wake up, walk home, you are alone. The world you're in is too heavy, but soak your skin in love and sin, fall in like confetti. The line in the sand ain't drawn for everyone. The flag in your hand don't make you American. I'm stripping your soul back, be forever young, forever young, forever young. Oh, forgiveness makes fools of us, and forgiveness makes fools of us, and forgiveness makes fools. Ooh, forgiveness makes fools.
Stunning, isn't it? Live music from Tom Smith of Editors. They're out supporting Manic Street Preachers. Got a busy string of festival dates ahead this summer, and that song Forgiveness is out tomorrow. And that just sounded absolutely amazing. I'm Tim Cocker. You're listening to Virgin Radio. This is the evening show, 7 to 11, Monday to Thursday. I can't let Tom go without asking him the hard-hitting, highbrow, deep philosophical question. Now, you've heard of desert island discs, where people pick songs they would take with them to a desert island if they were stranded. This, far more highbrow, far more important, desert island bisques. Tom Smith of Editors, if you were stranded on a desert island for the rest of your days, what one biscuit would you want to take with you?
What biscuit would I take with me?
Can I just say before you start, I'm really glad how seriously you're taking this.
Yeah.
Deep in thought.
Okay, I think the biscuit that I, if I could only have one, it is tricky, but I think a chocolate-covered malted milk biscuit ticks a couple of boxes.
Wow.
I have got a sweet tooth and I do like chocolate. Mm-hmm. But I think, with the malted milk there too. Can I have a cup of tea on this desert island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah, so that's the one I'd take.
But malted milks, they're so dangerous to dunk.
Yeah.
They just,
there's a technique.
they fold. I imagine the chocolate would keep the stability slightly. Just that little bit longer.
That's exactly what happens.
Oh, you don't see those in the shops, I've got to be honest.
More niche than some, especially in the days of like these kind of new trendy, big kind of, slightly more chunky
premium biscuits.
Premium biscuit, yeah.
Come on, just a 50p pack of chocolate covered malted milk. Fine choice, Tom.
Yes.